Good evening, Taurus. I'm looking at your place in the universe. Ouch. We're going to try to get a glimpse. Obviously, I cannot even come close to really being able to tell you the full-on thing here. I mean, come on. That would be so pretentious. So anyway, we're going to do oracle cards mainly, some tarot, of course, definitely. But I want you to remember, I believe your place to be, anyone's place in the universe to be multidimensional. So it's a combination of who you are, what you believe in, where you are at the right, time and space, the why, all of these questions, right? And with who. So it's not static as well, right? Let's see what the cards want to say. Okay, I will pull for this one. Oh, wow. You get the central sun. Look at that beautiful, like, burning sun. It says abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Wow. That's a strong, strong card, I find. Okay. Apologies. Okay, out of a different deck now. I'm gonna draw a couple cards before I really start describing what I think the cards are showing. This one. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. That is so interesting. You know what it tells me as well? For me, it tells me that this life is one of those particular moments maybe you do something more significant. I mean, you do get the central sun. I mean, there's something special here. We're gonna see with the tarot what that is, because right now we could like imagine a gazillion things, but we're not getting yet a better view. So what are you here to do that you've been training for? Two first cards, the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. Talk about energy of going places, right? This is the Bosch Tarot. Don't be surprised the images are awkward. Bosch was an artist, a painter, Dutch painter from the 15th and the 16th century. The characters are not always human, as you can see, or they're like kind of weird. Landscapes are too. I want to draw some more, but I mean, this is going places. Literally loving to travel, needing to travel. I almost want to, there's a card that was turned that I didn't pick up, and it's the Wheel of Fortune. No way. Okay, can you sense, please tell me that you can really feel how fast and speedy and incredibly forward movement there is here on the table. I mean, it's like 3 cards of I mean, the Knight of Wands, you do have, in Tarot, the Knight of Swords would be even faster than the Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Wands is, first of all, he's a knight, so he goes places, but he's one of the faster ones. Let me draw some more, because at this point, the cards are like saying, the three cards are saying the same thing. So I don't know where you're going. I want to see where you're going, what you're doing really. The Four of Cups. Let's keep pulling. How was this one? The Three of Swords. Okay. Ooh. I shouldn't I had a reaction to this card, but it's your reading. I'm going to keep pulling, and then I'm going to really feel this out for you. Because already what I'm sensing is that the three first cards that are, it's so much movement and it's going places. Honest to God, I think it's like all these, you moving from life to life to life, training, like traveling all this time to get to this place. But then if I consider the cards that follow as, oh, there's a bunch that fell. As your place in the universe and what you're here for, it's a little harsh. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. I'm going to keep them. We're really going to dig deep, Taurus. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, upright. I'm showing you the cards because the imagery is really different. I tend to show always the cards, but especially for these. The Empress. The Page of Cups. The Hierophant in reverse. So that's the card, but let me show you. This is the Four of Wands, but it did come out in reverse. The Ten of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The Tower. And the Nine of Swords, but in reverse. So that's what he looks like. Okay, this is a... If you don't know my readings, I don't draw that many cards as usual, like usually. So this is... It's special. I feel it's special. And there's something particular going on. So, listen, I really, for me, I'm pretty dead set on saying that the 3 cards of movement at the beginning are really telling me how much you've actually traveled, gained in experience, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, where you've had ups and downs, and so you've had many lessons, and I feel it's through many lifetimes, as this card was pointing to, correct? So you've arrived here. You've arrived here now, okay, in this life. The first 2 cards, which I feel are separate before the booklet came out, there's a particular energy here of a heartbreak coupled with I want to say disconnection, because the Four of Cups is, well, I mean, they come in sequence, right? So, I mean, Four of Cups came out first, so maybe there was a missed opportunity that created a heartbreak. So that's one way of seeing it, and one quote-unquote superficial way of telling you what happened. So I'm emphasizing this as something that has happened because I feel that your place in the universe is actually the booklet that we have, the 9 cards that follow. So there's a particular event I feel that would have triggered you maybe coming into your own by accessing this solar energy, so your essence, through pain, through something difficult that I feel was karmic because of the Wheel of Fortune. Yet, you were prepared for it. This was meant to be, right? It's the particular unfoldment that's life with a capital L. That's source at work. So let me go to what I think you're doing with that in terms of your place in the universe, how you've transformed. There are gorgeous energies here of, first of all, you have the Empress. It's coupled with the Six of Pentacles. So, I mean, there's something particularly special about how you share and what you share. So, you're not just abundant to be abundant. There's something that you do that it's where you choose to actually bring your wealth and how you choose to share it. So take it as you want. It could be the wealth of who you are. It could be the wealth of your emotions, right? Because we do have the Page of Cups following that. Because both cards here are cards of I give, I present. You know, some people say the page is messages particularly, which is true. But I think there's something else. I think there's a real, you give of your emotions. You might be sharing them through speech, but it's literally a gift. And I think it's also a talent. So the gift being like having the two, you know, giving and being talented. You know, when I said coming into your own, I think it's about becoming the Empress. It's about becoming, let's say, male or female, but becoming the full, you know, like we say the Empress is the 4 queens all together, all rolled into one, and the Emperor is the 4 kings all rolled into one. So it's this combination of all these elements that coming into your own is like, okay, now I fully own all of this. You know, I own the Swords energy, the Cups energy, the Wands, and the Pentacles. So, and now you're in a position that your place in the universe is about sharing that. So it could be about sharing yourself to a degree because you're sharing your essence. But I don't think it's just that, because this is pure light. This is heat. This is passion. This is knowledge all together, as all rolled into one. Okay. As a side note, I want to tell you that there's like 1 or 2 cards in reverse here, and even if they're in reverse, yes, I will consider that, but the theme of the reading makes me want to consider the whole card itself, right? Not just look at it from one, just because it's in reverse, looking at it like more on a negative side. Just wanted to say that. So I'm looking at the Hierophant in reverse here with the 4 of Wands in reverse. So both cards are cards of commitment and they're both in reverse. So there might be something about, I feel that it's related to your beliefs. So how do you share those beliefs, right? How do you share your insights? How do you share them in continuum? I think this is why they're in reverse. You might have a particular, okay, you are fair and square, but you might have, quote unquote, a tendency, and how can I say this? It might be stemming from you that you don't give in continuum. So I think it's kind of okay, because you can't just give. Although the Empress is like infinitely abundant, I think there are moments where you need to give, you recharge. And we always say on the 6 of Pentacles that you only give your own overflow, right? You don't give to deprive yourself. But I do feel there could be moments where at least the experience of others, when it comes to that, to how you share yourself and the things that you share, no matter what those are, they might not experience it as something that's continuous or consistent, if you want, or even committed for that matter. I think it's because it's a lot of work. Not that you would shy away from a lot of work, because you do the work. It's indicated here, but it is still strenuous. I think one of the reasons that people don't experience you as necessarily consistent, we do have the Tower here. So the Tower energy is sporadic. It's also all in and then all out. Well, like a current, it's on off. That's what I mean. It's also, how can I say this? It's kind of like, it's meant to jolt. It's meant to sort of disturb. It's meant to create static. It's meant to create change. It's meant to shake you up. So maybe it's a very good thing that it's not a continuum. People wouldn't sustain, you know, being like electrified like all the time. It's almost like saying, you know, like the sun energy, like too much sun is it burns you. So that's why we have the day and then the night. So it's that kind of energy. It's the day and night. It's the cycles that come with it. It's I give when I have enough, or the overflow, I mean. It's meant to transform people. It depends on what you do, and I'm not going to go into what it is that you do. It's impossible. It'll be different for all of you, but the energy here is the amount of work that it requires, the amount of abundance that you're sharing, along with love, because there's a lot of love. Or how can I say this? If it's not love, because I don't think it's romantic love, it's about I almost want to say to make feel people loved. So I know it's kind of contradictory what I'm saying, but it's not like you yourself necessarily give them love. It's like you make them love themselves, or you know what I mean? It's like bringing them like some kind of warmth or some kind of solace, some kind of light, some kind of abundance, something that, but because it's the sun, it's like it's meant for the person. We have the Queen of Cups here. It's meant for the person to find the love inside themselves. It's not about you just giving out love and people, quote unquote, becoming dependent on receiving that love and then waiting for the next bit, the next moment. It's about making them discover that for themselves, and then for them to be infinitely abundant, consequently, I can't say it. English is not my first language, I apologize. Anyways, as a consequence, whatever. You see, you alleviate all the stress. So although you jolt people with the Tower, people find peace. People find, they find a lot of, with the Queen of Cups, it's about, it's like the Knight. It's the same kind of energy. It's about, I mean, in this case, it was you extending yourself, right? Extending gifts and your gift. But I think it comes back, because it comes back. Doesn't come back to you necessarily. It might, but the idea here is like they're facing each other. So whatever you put out, it's about the people. It's difficult to express. Okay, I know how to show you because it's really on the image as well. The page is really extending the cup. Look at the way the Queen is. She's holding the cup, but like she's holding it on her lap. So it's hers, right? It's, you know what I'm saying? You see the difference, the nuance. It's very subtle, but I'm sure you understand. It's just that the love becomes theirs. Not that they wouldn't give love afterward, but it's about self-love for them. And you have to create instability first within people. You have to sort of break their rigidity, their mindset, the prior conditioning. Basically, that's why it's so painful here. Like these three cards, you know, Hierophant in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, Tower. It's being a catalyst. It's really like jolting people. It's breaking them down, quote unquote, to build them back up. And that's your talent. That's the gift, and it's kind of difficult, and I don't know. It's a really interesting read because yours had the pre-story, right? I mean, yours has, okay, more than just a pre-story. It has all of the lifetimes before, all the three those three cards at the beginning that really speak of all of this preparation, the training, so the traveling life into life into life, the 1,000 lives before. I don't know why I said 1,000, but that's how it came out. And then reaching a point where you got broken down by an experience of a missed opportunity. You got totally broken down and heartbroken, and it was your moment of shatter. And then for some reason, the way your place is now, and like your mission or your something about what you do, that it's also what you do now. I mean, I'm not sure that you really do it consciously, to be super honest. I don't know just how much you know. And the funny thing is that if you look at all these cards, yes, you jolt people. I don't think that you really hurt them, right? It's just like, it might be electrifying, but I don't think you hurt them. Especially because we do have the 9 of Swords. It's in reverse, but yeah, you could stress them out greatly. They could lose sleep over it, feel extremely anxious. I mean, you do put them through a Tower moment, so it is difficult. You create a lot of instability with the 4 of Wands, and you really totally shatter their mindset or previous mindset. So yeah, it's an ordeal. But overall, you're giving something, people, right? It's about sharing something. It's sharing your experience, sharing your abundance that comes from that past experience. It's it's like you really, I spoke of transmutation here, I guess, or if I remember correctly, at the very, very beginning. So, I mean, it's like you've transmuted this painful experience for yourself, and you've turned it into a gift and a talent. Okay, let's draw one last card. Yours is, oh my gosh, it fell far. Hold on. It's in French. I will translate. La dispersion. It means to disperse. I'm laughing because when you think about it, when you shatter people's quote-unquote ideas of who they thought they were and how their life was, right? How they thought life should or could be or should be, you basically disperse like okay. It means, that's so funny. It reads, I'm going to show you for the French speaking people. I hope you can see it. I hope it's not, I hope it's it looks fuzzy. I don't know. Anyways, translation. Diffuse negativity, so to diffuse that, to reestablish harmony, circulation, revitalization, dissolution of divisions, and éclaircissement is to shed light, if you want, to make clear. I mean, this is exactly the energy I was describing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I mean, it's the energy of the catalyst, basically. But in a positive way, because you reestablish harmony and all of that. And that's the Empress's energy and the gift. What you're actually sharing with people, that is a gift of self-love. It's so beautiful. and of peace, I do want to say that there's a portion of peace here. I like this. It was different because of also like you have like 3 blocks to this reading, really different from the other ones. Anyways, I hope you were here for the entirety of the video because the message is a different one. So I'm hoping you get to hear the whole of it. And if you like the video, you can share, of course, but you can give me a thumbs up. That always helps. You can subscribe. But I'll see you soon. Take care. Good night.